We are going live. It's showing you are live.
Yeah. Yeah.
But sir, one
Okay, start.
participant. It's showing one participant.
Yeah, everyone will come.
Okay.
Everyone will come.
Okay. Papi, you have a seat, please. You just sit.
इसमें करना है
Yeah, without video we can carry on. They're saying it's okay.
Please start.
should we start sir hello कौन क्या हो गया
हम कैमरा कमाड़ी कर देले कट देले बोले प्लीज स्टार्ट
hello am I audible sir
गुड इवनिंग
hello am I audible
yes
okay should I start now sir hello okay so sir should I continue now ठीक okay thank you sir thank you okay so good evening everybody and after a very long hassle of course somehow we have managed with sir's help to speak something to friends and colleagues and dear students and this is an occasion where aspirants like graduate students after doing their undergraduation they want to do or they want to pursue a career in their futures and therefore they try through institutions like sociological society or any other institutions how to really reach at their particular goals. So in this direction, let me just start with a very small quote from Jiddu Krishnamurti. Jiddu Krishnamurti was one of the enlightened philosophers and educationists in India. He said in one of his articles, The Function of Education, he said that the function of education is to understand the whole process of life. And he said, secondly, that education doesn't mean to have a great job, good job, qualified things, etc., glory in terms of success in professional fields. Rather, he suggested that education is a process to understand the whole process whole process of life. So but contrary to that, as parents, as teachers, as students, we all know once a child is born in a family, parents aspire many things. Parents think that their child would do something better, make a career and have something have a noble job, profession, etc. So this is the real thing about education, and philosophical things would be always remaining there. But as far as the career is concerned, the real challenge starts after a person or student completes graduation. Because since we believe in career, higher studies, career, something like that in India, graduation is the threshold. Under graduation, once completing graduation, graduation is the threshold. And once a student completes graduation, he thinks what next and what to do. And it's not the pressure of parents only, but the pressure is with himself or herself as a student, what to do next. Because this is the period, or this is the time students are, all the, for example, all the most of the jobs in India, including UPSC, including PCS, including administrative jobs, and many other things like journalism, like management, like LLB, and many other professional courses where a student is eligible to apply for. So in this direction, the opportunities for the students who have opted sociology major and sociology minor, apart from other major subjects like political science, history, or any other subject, they try to pursue something good. So for the time being, let me apart from higher education and seeking admission into masters, let me very quickly just brush up certain things, that what are other avenues, because we are just organizing a kind of platform where we want to make our students aware about how to seek education, how to seek admission into higher education in Delhi University, in Jawaharlal Nehru University, Jamia Millia University, Ambedkar University. Even in Delhi, we have in Delhi University SOL, School of Open Learning, where a lot of the students, those who do not unfortunately qualify into university systems, they seek admission into masters in SOL, and they do very well also, because it's a question of opportunities, and young students have multiple talents. Students coming from far off places to the center, and Delhi probably is considered the hub of education, and students and parents aspiring for some kind of future career, they want to come, and then they come to center and do so many things, right? So therefore, the avenues, what kind of avenues are there, what kind of facilities are there for students, those who are resettlement into educational institutions, etc. So apart from seeking admission into masters in sociology, there are other opportunities. Firstly, let me tell you what are other opportunities apart from seeking admission into masters in sociology and political science and other subjects. So there are many ways, and see, we are all aspiring, being the humanities or social science students. We have lesser scope, no doubt, compared to engineering, compared to medical science, compared to IITs, etc., etc. Okay, but I do not consider that. Okay, one of my teachers in the very beginning in masters told us that we do not consider who is doing what, but there is always a place lying vacant for everybody. Okay, anybody who is excelling in any kind of profession, even a tea maker can become famous. Even a pawn shop or any other small job, he can become famous one day, or with consistent endeavors. But what is most important is that I do consider every discipline has immense potential. It is not only IITs, IIMs, and medical and engineering, but all humanities, social sciences have equal potential today. Okay, and therefore, going to this, I should say that after passing graduation, sociology or any other discipline, uh, you can pursue LLB from University of Delhi, because we have three centers at least, where once you once you pass the entrance examination, every year entrance examination is held, and students coming across the disciplines, across the country, apply for this. It's not only Delhi, in many other parts also law is very good profession, and you can seek admission into LLB in Delhi University or any other university in India. Okay, so after graduating from law, you have many opportunities, many opportunities. This is very dynamic subject. Apart from that, also you can, being a graduate, you can also do B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, and by which you can become a school teacher. And by doing there is in Delhi University, we have also educational institutions which are also providing B.Ed, Bachelor in Education, and nowadays lot of up and passing B.Ed from Delhi University. You can also get a quick job as a teacher, and becoming a teacher is always. Also, is another great field is called journalism. Now, journalism has a very wider and vast scope today, and there are a lot of print media and other medias which are operating, okay, where once you pursue a course for 2 years or 3 years, you can have brighter chances and brighter opportunities to get jobs in those medias and print media and vision media, right? And then also at the same time you have management, you have journalism, you have laws, you have administrative, UPSC, state PCS, and banks, railways, etc. So these are the kind of peripheral jobs a student can avail as a graduate, because he is eligible for these kind of jobs. Now the question of eligibility makes sense much more than this, that once you have a degree, you need to work very hard to qualify for any of the entrance examinations held in these kinds of categories. Now, these are the opportunities which are common to everybody. But our task here is what I have been strictly asked to share, is that we need to do something in higher education for sociology students who have passed out with major and minor course. In Delhi University, for sociology students, we have two places at least to pursue something. One is Delhi School of Social Work, where also you can, by entrance, enter into Delhi School of Social Work, which is very good institution in the Delhi in the University of Delhi, very good department, where lots of students seeking admission into social work and passing social work from Delhi Social Work Institution, School of Social Work, is always better, and they have brighter future. And many, I have seen my friends, my students competing for Delhi School of Social Work after graduation and getting very good opportunities in job fields. But as far as sociology department is concerned, Delhi School of Economics, Delhi University, does have a sociology department apart from commerce, geography, and economics department. Delhi School of Economics is one of the very finest institutions, not only in India, but also in the world, recognized for its reputation, for its excellence. So the sociology department, like many other departments in the University of Delhi, every year holding entrance examination. And here, in normal times, not in pandemic times, not in normal times, from mid-March to mid-April, the university notifies about admissions into master's courses. And here, from everywhere, apart from Delhi University students, other students also can apply in this. And once notifications comes out, 1 month is given, 15 days to 1 month is given for filling of the forms. And once the form is filled up, last date is over, then 1 month is probably given for preparation for students, and then they can appear before the entrance examination, and they have to qualify. Now, the second question related to this is that what are the questions, what sorts of questions are coming? It is all about objective questions. Objective questions are coming. And accurately, I do not know how much questions sociology department asked, but as far as political science goes, Delhi University Political Science Department, MA Political Science, gives 150 questions, and within 3 hours, one has to do 150 questions. And as far as the success criteria is concerned, 75% to 80%, if somebody scores 75 to 80%, he has a fair chance in general category, and other categories 5% minus, right? And Delhi School of Economics Sociology Department is a very good department, and the entrance test takes place, and anybody who qualifies entrance with a deep knowledge about the syllabus which Delhi University prescribes. As you all know very well, different universities do have different kinds of syllabi, and Delhi University, I hope, has a different syllabus. And anybody coming from, for example, from Simla, from Himachal, or from Punjab, or from any other places, those who are cities, etc., etc., they difference in syllabus. But one who is appearing before the entrance examination must be acquainted with the syllabus given in Delhi University undergraduation level. That's the must. Somebody must look into the contents that is there being taught at undergraduate, and that is the base on which the questions are given. And questions are tricky also. So therefore, somebody needs to go through the syllabus very minutely, very closely, and of course, see, he has to test it to what extent she knows the subject, because there are lots of objective question kind of books coming up for UPSC and for examination. One can also look into it and can refer to it apart from the study materials he does have, the syllabus he does have, right? So this is all about Delhi School of Economics, in which Sociology department is there. So I just said now regarding Delhi University, we have two centers of excellence in sociology. One is the Department of Sociology, Delhi School of Economics, Delhi University, and the other one is the Delhi School of Social Work, where you can also apply and you can get through. And as far as the Jawaharlal Nehru University is concerned, JNU is concerned, in sociology, there is the School of Sociological Studies. It is again a very fine department. JNU, as you all know very well, has reputation of producing good students. And here the level of entrance examination is little higher, and because the seats are lesser compared to Delhi University. Okay. For example, if you are comparing between political science and sociology, in political science, JNU has 100 seats, and sociology, I think it is 100. I'm not sure how many seats are there, but I hope this much is there. But in Delhi University, if you talk about political science, for example, you have in both campuses, North Campus and South Campus, almost 500 seats. Very, very large number of seats. And many students have brighter chances to get into Delhi University political science because of the largeness of seats, large number of seats. But JNU, since many guys prefer outside Delhi, throughout the country to come to JNU, Jawaharlal Nehru University, so the competition becomes a little tougher in JNU. And in JNU, political science, anybody having the background political science, he can have three centers like Center for Political Studies, School of International Studies, SIS, and another school is School of Social Science, something like that. But in sociology, you can have only sociology department, School of Sociological Studies, where you can apply. And let me tell you one thing very carefully, because today, compared to 10 years before, the competition has been very stiff. So since competition has been very stiff and opportunities are becoming lesser and lesser day by day, and Delhi is not known for two major universities and powerful universities like Delhi University and Jawaharlal Nehru University. Two other universities are coming up very profoundly also. Jamia Millia, a lot of students from Delhi University colleges also apply in Jamia Millia in Islamia University. And Jamia Millia has enough number of seats, not as much seats as Delhi University and JNU, but still they do have seats. And also getting Jamia Millia, qualifying for Jamia Millia is also a challenge. Okay. And fourth university is called Ambedkar University, which is Delhi government insists equally good universities. And although it's a new one, last 10 years or so it has come up, but it doesn't have a particular department called sociology or political science. It has gender studies, it has sociological, something like that. So Ambedkar University is also very good. Okay, so you must not restrict your options. Not only you should apply for JNU and Delhi University, but I must also suggest, my dear friends, students, that they also apply for everywhere, because you never know where to get selected. So apart from JNU and DU, you can also apply at Ambedkar University, at Jamia Millia University. So these are the four important universities in Delhi. And even if these are not, anybody who is interested to come to Delhi for the sake of UPSC, for any other examination, etc., also side by side can apply in two other institutions, which is called Indira Gandhi Open University, IGNOU. IGNOU is equally good. You can enroll over there also into Masters of Sociology, and at the same time also, I think in the SOL, School of Open Learning, Delhi University doesn't have sociology. I hope so. And these are the two distant learning centers, IGNOU and SOL, Indira Gandhi National University, New Delhi, and SOL, School of Open Learning, Delhi University. And many guys, like say for example, many students who opt for sciences in school, commerce in school, they opt for social science like political science, sociology, English. So I don't think that anybody who doesn't particularly want to pursue career in sociology, he or she can switch over to political science, to English literature, to any other career also. And then for them, they can have to equally compete with other students, and they have to prepare also the course for which they are applying. So these are the 6 places, I think. So these are the 6 places where 4 universities, Jawaharlal Nehru University, Delhi University, and Ambedkar University, and Jamia Millia University, and 2 distant education centers like IGNOU, Indira Gandhi National Open University, and School of Open Learning. Now, the question is that, as I said, this is a pandemic time, this is an abnormal time, and all the schedules are changed today because of this pandemic. Online examination, online classes, you have all experienced. Online classes are going on. Online open book examination is going on in Delhi University. Same thing is happening with all of you everywhere in the country, because we are just living in a very dark time. But at the same time, this kind of self-isolation, home quarantine, have allowed us to learn more calmly without wasting our time. And I hope that in this time, in this period of time, we can have opportunities to prepare at home, and see, nothing is impossible. Impossible is nothing. And I always inspire my students that don't give up. So if you have actually committed to do something, you are committed to do something, you will definitely do. And nobody is weak, nobody is strong, everybody is equal. It's just a simple question of how committed you are, how hardworking are you are, how laborious you are, how want you really pursue a target. Okay, so my friends, my young friends, my young students, I must say, as a well-wisher of yours, that please don't give up. And sociology, political science, any discipline, as I said in the beginning, does have equal potential. If you want to do good in your subject, and you want to qualify anywhere in India or outside even, you can do it, because you have potential, and this is your asset, and then don't forget it. So now, the next thing I would just say something about timing. I have one of my I got today online ma'am, one of my students pursuing over there of a PhD. So he had sent me yesterday. I just talked to him, and she has sent me. And there is now, maybe in June, in the month of June, there will be notifications. And please, everybody, check notifications all the time. You check, because everybody has net facility today. And kindly check everyday notifications, where notifications are coming for entrance examination, for filling of the form. So information is knowledge, knowledge is power. So if somebody is lagging information, then he is far behind. Okay, this is an information technology era, and we are I think we are the older generation, who are not very well acquainted with technology. But you guys, as freshers, as young students, is always good and always important. So so therefore, so please check out the notifications every time. And once notifications comes out, then you just apply. And I would say, don't be choosy. You please apply if you want to actually pursue sociology, in higher education, masters in sociology, you pursue, you just apply everywhere in India, not in Delhi University or JNU or Jamia, or everywhere, wherever you find you have a chance or you can do. So therefore, please try everywhere. Somewhere you can get, because why I'm saying so, because today getting anywhere is really a challenge, because the demand is too high, supply is too less. Very fewer seats, although we have many central universities in India, but they are not properly functioning, many central universities. So you just don't differentiate between central universities and state universities. Wherever you are getting a chance, if you are interested in seeking higher education in sociology and doing or pursuing masters in sociology, you can better do it. Okay. Now, next thing about this is that once you fill the course, as I said just now, that it is not simply filling the form. The main goal is to succeed, to get through it. And therefore, as I said, the competition is too high, so you need to do little hard work. You need to go through syllabus of different universities, and and whatever syllabus, I mean, there is a little difference between, I think JNU and DU syllabus have also little difference. JNU and Jamia and Ambedkar University have little differences in syllabus, but doesn't matter. You have read sociology as a major subject or even a minor subject, apart from political science and other disciplines and credit courses. So it is not very tough for you. So therefore, you just get prepared according to syllabus. You should have syllabus like UPSC guys who are preparing for UPSC. They have in the one hand syllabus, what are the exactly the syllabus is suggesting, and through syllabus they can really know what are those subjects, what are the questions which can be coming up. Okay, so going through syllabus, preparing confidently the syllabus is always good, and always will be making you succeed, right? So therefore, going through rigorously syllabus and what are the content, and of course at the same time there are lots of published books coming on objective type questions, which are sometimes also for UPSC. Okay, you can also have those study materials. Okay, apart from your syllabus and whatever study materials you have gone through it at your graduation level, you can have also multiple questions which are coming up in Delhi and many parts of the country available for these short questions and objective type multiple questions through different kinds of publishing houses for UPSC, for NET examination, for qualifying for masters in JNU and DU, etc., etc. A lot of books are coming up, so you can use those reference materials also to check out your knowledge, how much you know, how much you are comfortable, and also at the same time last year's questions also, if you can find out that what are those questions which have come up last 5 years or 3 years at least. If you find last 3 years or 4 years questions, then it can be also helpful for you. So in this way, you can, I think you can have a solid preparation before appearing into the entrance test. And entrance test today at this time, because since you are all third year students, you are going to pass out very soon in a month or so, and you please check out the notifications of Delhi University, JNU and other universities where you are interested to apply. So once you will be aware about the notifications coming through different universities in their website, then the next step is just to, with the consultation of your parents or your teachers or anybody else who you feel confident to speak about, you can consult with them, and then you just be ready for entrance examination. Okay, once entrance is going on, so this can be very easy for you. And look, even if you are very curious or very committed that you want to pursue sociology masters, and sometimes what happens is that sometimes, like UPSC, like many other competitive examinations, sometimes students, although prepare very hard, somewhere some kind of weaknesses occur, and unfortunately they cannot qualify. But again, for those also, I would say that don't get frustrated. Okay, and I mean, failures, no doubt, and very great guys those who have succeeded in their life, they have also seen failures. So failures is just a door, just a threshold to success. So for example, you are staying in Himachal or any other parts of the country, you can come to Delhi, you can stay and with friends, and you can just prepare for things. So staying at your home and staying in Delhi is different thing. So therefore, if you can afford to have and you want to pursue a career, so you can come up. You can stay in Delhi. It's a good place to stay, and Delhi has many students from all over the country come to Delhi for UPSC, for law, for higher education in sociology, political science, etc., etc. So you can also afford, if you can afford, you can stay, you can have a stay in Delhi, and you can prepare for 6 months or 8 months. And you are not only preparing yourself, because you would have many other friends also who are preparing for different examination, this, that. It's all about knowledge, because once you will be staying with other friends and will have contact with other friends with similar intention and similar commitment to pursue higher education or UPSC, so you would collectively know things better, right? Apart from individual struggle, which you will be doing at your home. And even if in Simla, for example, or in your native place, 2-3 friends combine together, doing collective study and discussing, that can be also an impetus to have a little edge over others, because combined seeking, knowledge seeking combinedly also helps many students to clear something, some ideas, something. Okay, so that would be also better. You can stay at home and do this way. Also, you can come to Delhi and you can stay with your friends, and you can have multiple opportunities with friends and other colleagues, etc., etc. So I think this way only you can do better. And I hope that if you are not, because since I said that education, to get education or passing graduation is a real challenge, not only, as I said in the beginning, not only for the students, because this is the threshold, and then parents will persuade, look, you have finished now graduation, now you have to be responsible. Either you have to pursue higher education or you have to go for competitive examination, but you have to be engaged somewhere, because this is the cool time after graduation. And after graduation, the real challenge starts. Okay, real challenge starts now, because you are on the front line. You are now a front line. You want to delve into a particular arena, whether UPSC or law or journalism or business administration or masters in sociology, etc., etc., or any other competitive examination. So the real challenge starts from now. So therefore, two things: how can you cope with these challenges, external challenges, whether you have to stay at home or you have to migrate to city like Delhi, etc. Now, if you're staying at home, you should also avail opportunities there. You have your well-wishers, your teachers, your friends, and everybody who can help you. But there is little advantage if you come to Delhi, for example. And Delhi is a place where a lot of students, competitive students coming from different parts, coming, and there are lots of opportunity in Delhi also. Being at the center, being the center of education today, and lots of institutions who are giving coachings to how to qualify for NET examination, UPSC examination, bank examination, railway examination, many other, and masters also. Many are also telling how to qualify for masters in JNU and DU and Delhi School of Social Work, or B.Ed in School of Education also, something like that. So it depends upon you how much you can afford in this context, because you have to stay outside, you need money also, because you need to invest. Okay, investment not only of money or resources, investment of your talent, investment of your career, investment of your aspirations, so many things you are doing here and coming this way. So I hope, because it is very unfortunate, I'm really feeling very sad. This could not happen. The live session couldn't happen. But if you have any question, you can just ask. Okay. Yes. Anjana Thakur has asked a question. Admission is solely based on entrance exam, or marks in previous class also matters? As far as Anjanaji's question is concerned, I would say in Delhi University, for example, we have in political science, mostly in political science, we have some seats reserved for Delhi University students. Okay, so say for example, in political science, you can have 60% seats to the students from Delhi University in terms of merit, that is, they have scored marks in the previous class. And then other marks, other seats would be filled in by competitive examination. However, what happens here is that since result comes late and entrance test takes place early, therefore everybody appears before the entrance examination. In Jawaharlal Nehru, this system is not there. Only purely when there is a question of competitive examination. Earlier it was happening in Delhi University and JNU, mark basis. But JNU from the very beginning has been a competitive exam, entrance test. But in DU, we didn't have. Okay, DU, earlier we had mark basis selection from outside and from inside. Later on, last 5 to 10 years, sorry, we have this. Okay, sir, as percentage doesn't matter here. For entrance, when please try to understand, when you are appearing before any kind of entrance test, the percentage doesn't matter. Percentage doesn't matter, even if you are scoring 90% or 70%, 80%, but that doesn't matter. It is only the competitive examination, the score which you are making. Say, for example, in JNU, you have 100 questions, right? In 3 hours, you have to appear before entrance test for 3 hours, and in 100, then you have to, if you are in general category, you have to score 75 to 80%, then you are through. And 5% minus for OBC and SC/ST category, other categories, right? So why students, Dinesh Sharma ji, why students should go for post-graduation in sociology? What are professional opportunities? Dinesh ji, Dinesh ji, there will be exclusive session in professional opportunities. Anyway, but since you have asked, Dinesh ji, sociology is very finest subject. Unfortunately, in India, we have lesser departments in sociology. I see in Delhi University, very few colleges do have sociology. Once you pursue masters in sociology from the department and pursue MPhil and PhD in sociology, you have chances in colleges, but there are very few colleges. But at the same time, as I said, you can also go for Delhi School of Social Work, where it is basically based on NGO and all kinds of research, because they do very field surveys and all kinds of survey research, so that they train students to be eligible for finest civil society organizational NGOs. Okay, so therefore you can do like that. So how many colleges of Delhi University PG programs? Ma'am, as such, there are few colleges in Delhi University. Hardly 10 colleges are there. In the campus, we have Hindu College, which has sociology, and very few colleges, exactly, hardly 10 colleges. So we do have, and specifically with honors. But when it comes to masters, once you take admission into masters, whatever stipulated seats are there in sociology department in Delhi University, so they are taking admission into either into colleges, or probably today, since few colleges are there, but they have stipulated that into those colleges taking admission into colleges, and then the classes and everything will be held in the department, marks and everything would be held in the department, and department will be doing everything at the master's level. But at the MPhil and PhD level, then students have to enroll in the university itself. They need not go to colleges. Any other thing which I have to, any other question is there? Okay. So what should I do now? Okay. Should I get out, or should I stop here, sir? Please write down. Should I end this session here only? Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.